Alright, what's going on guys, it's Apoqsi, and I have a follow-up video for my Horizon Zero Dawn is coming to PC in 2020 video that I uploaded just the other day, and things are getting very interesting when it comes to PlayStation and Sony in general. So if you haven't watched that video, I suggest you go check that out, as it included a lot of information of the proof that Horizon Zero Dawn is going to be coming to PC. The likelihood of that happening at this point is almost definitive. All we need is an official announcement from Sony themselves, as all the insiders and everything are letting us know that it's happening. However, things are getting more interesting, because now it looks like The Last of Us Part 2 might also be coming to PC. In fact, maybe in the future, all of Naughty Dog's games will be coming to PC. Now, I will say this is more on the end of speculation, but it does stem from a new job listing at Naughty Dog. So let's take a look at this and then discuss. So the job listing is for a graphics programmer on the game team. Join our talented rendering team to develop and implement new and existing rendering techniques for our upcoming game, The Last of Us Part 2. So that lets us know that this is specifically a job listing for The Last of Us Part 2. The responsibilities are as follows: develop and implement new and existing rendering techniques, implement efficient and stunning industry-defining visuals, and additional responsibilities may be assigned as needed. As for the requirements and skills, bachelor's degree in computer science or equivalent work experience, strong math skills with an emphasis in 3D math, strong knowledge of C and C++ programming languages, thorough understanding of current GPU architectures, including AMD GCN and NVIDIA CUDA. Why they're specifically calling out two separate graphics cards, even though the PlayStation 5 will only feature AMD architecture, that is what is very interesting. And that is only one of the tidbits in this job listing that is interesting. Next is experience with DirectX 12, Vulkan, or other modern graphics or compute APIs. Now you may be wondering, why is DirectX 12 and Vulkan interesting? Why does this make us further believe that this game could be coming to PC? The reason for that is because if we take a look at the PlayStation 4, it features two graphics APIs, a low-level API named GNM and a high-level API named GNMX. But again, that's not everything. Experience with HLSL, GLSL, or other equivalent shader languages, console or PC programming experience, which is very interesting. Again, bringing up PC. And then the last bit is passion for playing and developing exceptional games. So this job listing for a graphics programmer is very focused on PC-related technologies, both the two GPU architectures, AMD GCN and NVIDIA CUDA, and then the APIs, DirectX 12, Vulkan. It also brings up PC programming experience. And this truly leads me to believe that The Last of Us Part 2 will be coming to PC. Now, I will be honest, I don't think it'll come at launch. I feel like Sony still sees PC as a potential competitor. However, they do see the writing on the wall. They know that they have to put their games elsewhere other than just the PlayStation, as we are slowly but surely entering a world in which consoles won't be a thing. Now, I personally don't believe that streaming is going to be taking over anytime soon. I'm just saying that maybe by the time next gen would be, game streaming might be the go-to. We don't know where the technology will be a decade from now. And we've seen it with Microsoft. Microsoft themselves have taken all their exclusivity and basically just made it so that their games are just console exclusive. And now they release their games on PC. In fact, Microsoft has shown interest in releasing their games on the Nintendo Switch. So that just shows you that they're completely platform agnostic, other than putting their games, of course, on a direct competitor, in quotes, that being Sony PlayStation. And I personally don't think it would do any harm to Sony to release their exclusives on PC. I don't think many PC gamers go out there and buy a PlayStation specifically for the exclusives. And I think console players, I don't see them switching over to PC either over PlayStation exclusives coming to the PC. Consoles have their reasoning. They're very simple. You don't have to worry about upgrading them at all. You don't run into anywhere near as much technical difficulties. You usually don't have to worry about performance issues. Games usually look really good on them, especially for the price. Price to performance ratio for consoles is amazing. And all of this coming from a PC gamer. Consoles have their reasons. I don't think Sony bringing their games to PC would affect them much at all. And then you also have to keep in mind that they're still getting the software sales. In fact, there's a likelihood that they would make a lot more, even if a few people decide to go out and get a PC instead of a PlayStation 5, for example, and play Sony's games on PC instead. You have to keep in mind that Sony would be making up all those hardware sales if any were lost through the millions and millions of PC gamers. PC gamers, I guarantee, would eat up Sony's games. I'm talking millions upon millions of sales for every single one of their games. If God of War, for example, came to PC, I can't even imagine how many copies that game would sell. If Spider-Man came to PC, I can't even imagine how many copies that would sell. These are all games that would do phenomenal on PC, and that would make up for the very, very small amount of people that decide maybe they don't get a PlayStation 5 because they're just console exclusive. And I just want to make that clear because I think a lot of people assume that if Sony were to bring their exclusives to PC, that it would kill off PlayStation. I don't see that happening. And if anything, to all the people that are negative towards games coming to PC, I would just like to say that this would do nothing but benefit you as well. More people get to play the games that you love, and to make it even better, the companies would make a lot more money, meaning they can put more into their future games as well. So I want to know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Do you think this job listing has anything to do with porting The Last of Us 2 over to PC, or do you think it's nothing and you think it's just a broad job listing? As for my opinion, I think you know already that I think this is 100% pointing towards a PC port. Whether or not it releases the same day as the PlayStation 5, that's a big question. I honestly don't think it would. I think Sony still wants to play it a little bit safe and not release their exclusives on the same day on PC, but it just depends on how they want to take their strategy with PC. We have already seen games technically sort of be on PC from Sony through PlayStation Now. You can use PlayStation Now on PC. You can't use mouse and keyboard, but you can stream PlayStation games to your PC. We've seen Sony ramping up their efforts on PC slowly but surely over the last couple of years. And I think now they're about to go full-fledged PC support, and they're going to start with some of their older games like Horizon Zero Dawn. And then I think down the line, a couple months after their game releases, they'll release ports to the PC. I feel like they might do a Rockstar sort of thing here, where it initially releases on console and then it gets a PC port later down the line. I think that's how things are going to roll. But again, that is just my opinion. This is a speculation video off of a job listing for Naughty Dog. And the only reason why I'm even coming up with this video is because of all the other PC related stuff going on with Sony and PlayStation over the last couple of weeks. Things seem like they're amping up, and it's just a topic that I really like talking about because I would love nothing more than for PlayStation exclusive games to come to PC. I don't like exclusivity going anyway. I don't like games being exclusive to the PC. I don't like games being exclusive to PlayStation. I don't like games being exclusive to Xbox. In the perfect world, in my perfect dream world, there would be no such thing as exclusives. However, for the longest time, they have been a necessary evil in order to make platforms grow. However, for consoles, I think that strategy is dying off. I think consoles have their reasoning, and people will go out and buy them even if their games come out on PC as well. I personally see PC as a neutral platform. I don't see it directly competing with the PlayStation or the Xbox directly. I think it's an indirect competitor, sort of like the Nintendo Switch. So as for when you can expect to hear more about this information, I would say the most likely time would be around the event in February. So hopefully soon we will hear about Sony's plans for PC related releases. If we don't hear anything, I'm not going to take that as an immediate none of this is happening. I'm going to wait and see. Now, if over a year goes by with absolutely no information on PC ports, especially the Horizon Zero Dawn port, then I will go ahead and come to the conclusion that this isn't happening. But for now, I'm keeping my hopes up as everything is pointing the direction of this being a thing. So I want to know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Do you think The Last of Us 2 or any PlayStation exclusive is going to come to PC? And do you think we'll hear about it at the February PS5 event that is apparently happening? I'd love to hear all of your thoughts down in the comment section below. I always love it when you guys share what you have to say, as I'm just one person's opinion. If you guys enjoyed this video, please smack that like button down below. Subscribe, join the good fight if you haven't already, and ring that bell icon to stay tuned in all of my future videos. It'd be super greatly appreciated as always. And until next time, this is Apoqsi, signing off.